Welcome back, fellow survivors. This is Johnny Hopper. I'm here just to rant on about what the fuck is going out in the outside world and a little bit more with racing. So let's start the video.
It's not racist at all, no, not at all. It comes from China. That's why. It comes from China.
And in the case of the 2019 coronavirus, there's some evidence it went from a bat to a pangolin before infecting a human.
Are you just chilling at home, flipping through channels because you can't find anything? There's no racing, no sports. So you just end up watching Netflix. Well, if you enjoyed that clip, follow my channel artist, Serial. Very underrated artist, extremely talented. He does a good job. Go over to Instagram, help that guy out. And another news, did you hear CNN said that constant sex will kill COVID-19? And then we start a whole new generation of cronials or quarantines. Just some memes that are going out because nobody else has anything else to do during this self-quarantine, because over here in America, it's not near as bad as it is around the world. I just want to tell everybody, I hope you're staying safe, and I hope you're listening to the regulations of your government, and I pray that everything gets better sooner rather than later, because I do think that this virus is going to bankrupt more people it's going to kill. And the next exit we're heading down is recession, not just here in America, but around the world. Anytime I see the government saying that they're going to hand out free money, it's a huge red flag. But you got to do what you got to do to try to keep your citizens safe. And I've gotten hundreds of private messages from people, actually viewers around the world. And some of them are actually pretty gnarly to listen to. I've been very privileged. I think everyone here in America has been very privileged to have a president like Trump to quickly lock down our borders and pretty much almost put the entire nation on self-quarantine in order to try to prevent this thing from getting bad.
Declared that the coronavirus presents a public health emergency in the United States.
Non-U.S. citizens from coming into America from China. Today I am officially declaring a national emergency.
He's in a really shitty situation. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I know me talking about politics on a racing channel isn't very popular, but you know what? I don't give a shit because it's my channel and nobody's forcing you to watch. Freedom of speech. I am a firm believer that it says a lot about an individual, how you treat somebody that doesn't share the same views as you. So take that with a grain of salt. And just getting a little bit into racing. Feld and AMA, I don't know if they would be in as good of a position that they are in if it wouldn't be for the government regulations, the state regulations for saying, oh, we're only going to have 250 people at an event. Because they're just all about their bottom line. You guys know my views. They're not about really the riders. If they can't make money, they don't want to play ball. It's not just out there for the good of the sport. That's my opinion. It's corrupt. And I would say that about a lot of sports. They just use their athletes. And that's why athletes have unions. And motocross is yet to be one that has a union. And gosh, I'm going more into politics here, going, oh, you know, Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, like, he's got different views. I've got plenty of different views. about how things could be better. But I don't have enough clout, so I talk to you, or this camera, or this green screen behind me. It's how I vent, rant, banter on. Or I just like to hear myself talk. Why I'm going into all this is there's been a couple riders that have came to me. They're like, dude, they didn't email me about Indy canceling. Like, I drove down there and I had to drive home, and it'd be nice if they would say something, tell us first before they tell the rest of the world. Yeah, it would be really nice. I've been privy to the same treatment. You know, I remember it last year. There's going to be a huge pro practice to get ready for the national. Oh, by the way, it starts in an hour. Is basically what my email said. And it's like, oh, sweet. You know, in order for me to get to Glen Helen, I'm gonna have to drive 24 hours. Tell me it starts in an hour. They just didn't want me there, apparently. I don't know who wouldn't want me at a track to talk some shit. Oh, sounds like a good time, right? Everybody likes that one dude that shows up and gets punched in the face. Anyway, it's complete bullshit. Nah, but they're going to do what they're going to do. They're the major powers that be. They've canceled 5 races right now, which I think is a good idea because the rest of the country and the world is canceling big gatherings, and it's more than likely not going to change in a matter of a few weeks. It's going to take a while for this to run its course. They've canceled Detroit, I believe Foxborough, Denver, Seattle, Indy. So it leaves us, I think, just a couple: Utah, Vegas. That's if we have them. Are we going to have fans there to race? I personally think they should just do a spectacular 2-stroke finale, and I think it'd be epic. But they're not going to do that. I've even heard things from other media outlets, and particularly, I believe Michael Lindsay was the first guy to talk about it, saying have like a double header where you'd have last couple rounds because of sponsorship obligations, and just kind of create what arena cross and even motocross used to do, where you'd run 2 days, you know, just Friday race, Saturday race. Be cool even if they did on Sunday. It'd be hard on the riders and the equipment and the resources, but it'd be cool for us fans. I want to know what you guys think of that. Or do you think they're just going to call it? Tomac is going to get his first W, hopefully not his only one. At that point, it just leaves Kenny just feeling like shit because he lost by literally a second, and he spent the entire race at Daytona winning till the last few laps. Like, poor dude. That would be a bad way to go. I feel worse for Kenny than I do Tomac. I want to know what you guys think of this whole scenario here locally. Groups within 10 or less, and not have big functions, you know, anything over 50. And they've canceled the local motocross indefinitely, which is great because promoters are just going to lose money because nobody's going to go. Even the amateur side of everything is being canceled, which makes perfect sense. You know, the road to Loretta with all the qualifiers, we don't know when those are going to go. Trump said that we're potentially not going to be over this until late July, August, which is an honest answer. Things don't get better overnight. We don't create immunities. There's only, I believe, 2. I'm no medical expert here, okay? But my wife is going to be a doctor, so I know that I have to check my bodily headlight fluid every now and again to make sure that Johnny's running snip snap. My point being, I think it's a vaccine, which isn't going to happen for like 18 months, or we just kind of grow an immunity to it. How do you grow an immunity to it? You get exposed to it, you live through it. Us younger individuals might be able to do that. Older people, real scary. Might be a chance that they don't make it to have that immunity. So we all got to do our part. And this is a weird, eerie time. Very eerie time. At the same time, everyone is panicking. It's a massive opportunity for people that have extra money lying around. Guys, I'm going off a little of a tangent because I have another channel that I talk about finance because it's another thing that I'm passionate about. And thank you, Johnny.
Oh shit.
We always knew I was.
I shouldn't
more
open my
handsome
mouth.
This
Of the
guy
two,
talks
and I had the
more than
better
I
channel.
do. Johnny Crypto. Finance. Bitcoin. Let's give it up to Johnny. He's
I know how to
leading.
fix this.
Means I hijacked his channel like a virus. Get it? Like a virus. Too soon? Maybe too soon. Besides the point, I talk about stuff that we need to talk about. And right now is the time to be greedy, not scared. S&P's down 25%, Dow Jones down 28%, Bitcoin is down 50%. The RSI is saying that everything is oversold, below the 200-day moving average, which says like, yeah, we're in a bear market. You know, was moving on to the recession thing. Makes sense, but this is a dry powder marketplace, which just means that there's a lot of smart money sitting on the sidelines waiting to dump loads and loads of it. You want to buy stuff on sale, now's the time to do it. Don't go buy a dirt bike, buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin.
Johnny, if you don't shut
Whoa,
up.
whoa. I'm not done yet.
I'm gonna hit
Put
you
the
with
wrench
this.
down.
It's a monkey wrench.
Well, don't do anything
I don't think
drastic.
I've ever used it.
But beside the point, this is my channel. You don't even post on yours anymore. Nobody wants to talk about money. They want to talk about motorcycles.
I'm melting. I'm melting.
What are you doing?
No. No.
That's weird. It's actually really weird.